skincare is so important, and why should you take care of it? I mean, you can only wash it once a day, right? No. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about your skin and how to keep it healthy. So stay tuned to see what I recommend. I will give you guys 7 tips to keeping your skin glowy and clean and always on top of the game, so stay tuned to see what it is. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on a little link down below so you guys don't miss out on any video that I upload. And let's get into the video. The first thing I wanted to guys talk to you about is, alright, so a little bit of background on my skin, you guys, that when I was younger, my skin did not always look this glowy, it did not always look this pretty. But because of some of the people that have impacted my life, it was easier to get back and just to get into the skincare game and be on it ever since. And because of some things that I have done in the past, it really helped me to keep my skin looking really good and pretty. And whenever there is some type of problem area, I'm able to take care of it, and it's not something that lasts for too long. I just wanted to share my experience and the way I feel like that I meet a lot of people that seem like neglect their skin, and I feel like that's such a big part of wearing makeup. And a lot of girls, they do come in and they want to look all glam, but their skin just looks so terrible, and it's because they don't take care of it. So there are a few tips that I will be sharing with you guys. So the number one thing is, do not forget to take your makeup off before you go to sleep. You guys, this is crucial. This is the number one thing that causes breakouts, causes for your skin to get inflamed and just really dirty like underneath with all that makeup if you don't take it off. Now the reason being is because if you don't take your makeup off at night before you go to bed, what happens is when you sleep and you're sleeping on that makeup, and I feel like what I've seen in the past is it actually causes breakouts. So the number one thing you don't want to do is go to sleep with your makeup on. I know sometimes you could be tired or coming home late, but still it is a crucial step, and always take your makeup off. The one thing that I did have noticed is if you do go to sleep with makeup, well, first of all, your pillowcase will be dirty. And because depending on how much you take, you change it, and when you do sleep on it, all the makeup gets rubbed off on your pillowcase, and if you don't change it the next day, you have clean skin. Now some of that dirt will transfer to your skin and cause more breakouts. If you do not want to have any type of breakouts or just dirty skin, do not go to sleep with your makeup on. Take it off all the time. Number 2 is always have a set skincare routine. Now you guys, if you haven't seen my videos, one of my first videos that I ever uploaded was about my skincare routine and how I take care of my skin. And at the end I will show you some of my top favorites that I have been using in the past few months and that I've been loving, and the reason why I do it the way I do it. The number one thing is to have like a set skincare routine. So you always want to wash your face twice, so once in the morning and once at night. And then also once or twice a week you want to exfoliate and use a mask. Now in my opinion, I feel like if you have any type, like if you have oily skin, it's nice to have some type of mud mask, because that really goes deeper into the skin and sucks everything out that has been blocked or polluted with your makeup or just anything environmental. The mud masks, they just really help to clean out your skin and make it feel like new again the next morning. And I have some of my favorites that I have used. You just want to have a nice skincare routine, and one of the ways to be able to stick with it, because I know it's, if you don't have a habit of taking your makeup off or just sticking to a skincare routine, it might make it hard, but it honestly takes a few minutes at night and in the morning. And the reason you want to always wash your face in the morning, like there is some dust, or if you have oily skin, your skin tends to get pretty oily to the morning, so when you clean it, it's nice and fresh for you to be able to put your makeup on and just keep it nice and fresh, clean throughout the day as well. And also don't forget to always use a moisturizer at the end. That's a crucial important step, and that actually leads to another point. So point number 3 is don't neglect SPF in the summer. You always want to have an SPF if you are going to be outside, and that is because it leads to sunspots and not wanted some of the spots when you do get older. The one thing that do not forget is if you are going to be outside, always use some type of SPF. Now the reason being is so the only important thing about it is to not have any type of sunspots when you do get older, because then it's a lot more money to take it off your face. So that also leads me into my next point, which is do not, and I repeat, do not ever tan your face. Now I've seen people that have tanned their face before, and when you look at their skin, they have these very random like spots everywhere, and that is because the sun has done its damage, and normally we start getting them at a very young age. So if you do want to protect your skin, always use an SPF to protect it. Now before, I never thought that was such an important part, but especially if you are in a very hot weather and if you live in a place that has a lot of sun and you're always outside, you always want to protect your skin, specifically your face, because if you do get a sunspot somewhere like on your shoulder, or some people tend to get a lot more freckles when they are outside, but the reason you don't want to have it on your face is because they do darken as you age. So if you do tan a lot, like say even a self tanner or just a lot in the sun, when you do get older, some of those spots will get darker and you will see them. You get a lot more freckles on your face. So if you want to stay away from that, then use an SPF. If you don't, be my guest. My fifth tip for you guys would be do not ignore breakouts when they happen, and try to know the reason why they happen. Sometimes you might notice that you randomly get a breakout if you wear some certain type of makeup. So the reason being, maybe you're allergic to a certain type of ingredient in the makeup, so always pay attention to what breaks you out and what doesn't. Also, sometimes there could be, like if you eat certain foods, sometimes that will break you out, whether it's sweets, whether it's dairy, or any type of other things that could be breaking you out. So I always just pay attention to what those things are, and if you don't have a problem with it, well, then you're just lucky. Like probably 5% of the world that doesn't get breakouts. It's just really important to pay attention to some of those things and be able to put your regimen in the order that your skin is asking you for. Like in the winter it will get drier, so like even for my skin, I get dry like around my mouth, especially like here and underneath my nose. And because of that, I tend to use a lot more heavier moisturizers. So it's just really important to know what your skin needs and be able to correspond with what it needs and not ignore it, because you are just going to do so much less. And if you don't take care of your skin, well, it won't thank you later. My final thought is just have a regimen that you can stick with daily and weekly. So like every day you want to cleanse your skin, and then once a week you want to exfoliate and use a mask. And I think that's pretty important whether your skin breaks out or not, because even if it doesn't break out, there is still pores that get clogged, and if they do get clogged, then you have blackheads or whiteheads that create even underneath your skin that you might not see microscopically, but they do happen, and it prevents your skin to be healthy and clean. So the reason why I do push a mask and an exfoliator is because exfoliator, our skin does not shed, but it does, like some people that have dry skin, you guys know what I'm talking about, is your skin always, because it is dry, it's just the top layer of your skin that needs to come off. Now for even anybody that's oily, you always want to exfoliate your skin just to make your skin nice and clean. So you just all want to exfoliate because it just makes it so much smoother and easier for you to deal with. And for the mask, like I was saying, that it goes deep into your pores and makes it nice and clean, so you are nice and ready for the makeup. Now for those that do have breakouts, or it is something that you have been dealing with, or something that you've struggled for years, believe me, I know your struggle, because when I was 16, honestly you guys, I struggled for a few years, and I know you can't tell that by my face right now because it's not there. And even when I do get a breakout, it's just once in a while, and I do know ways to be able how to take care of it so it doesn't stay on my face for too long, because I can't stand breakouts and I can't stand acne, and I've always been on top of my game to be able to take care of it. So if you do have that, just try to find, I would suggest going to an Ulta or Sephora or any type of other place where you can get some professional opinion and just professional products to be able to take care of it. Because if you do have breakouts, the doctors aren't always going to be prescribed to you that will work for your skin, because when it comes to medical things, it will work, but not always. And the reason being is because when I was younger, I was prescribed something for my skin, but what ended up happening is I actually broke out and my whole skin was red. Now you guys, I was probably like 15 or 16 at that moment, and I was embarrassed to go out. And if I knew about skincare, I would have probably taken care of it like no tomorrow. Just go and get some professional skincare, professional opinion, even get some samples that you can try at home and just see what works for you, because not everyone's skin is the same. And I feel like that is one of the biggest things that can change your life and your skin. So definitely take care of it. Also, I will post in the bottom, you guys, my first video that I did record on my favorite type of skincare, and I will just go over some of the things that I do use that I have been loving in the last few months. If you would like an updated skincare routine, do let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I have been loving the Purity. This is just their cleanser. This is from Philosophy. I've been loving this one because it really cleanses out the skin. It even will clean your makeup without drying out your skin. And that's the reason why I love it. I've stuck to it for a few years. I feel like they do a really good job of being able to clean your skin. You can use this morning and night. You literally only need like a dime size. I'll use a little more than that. I would say quarter size. That's enough to clean your whole face. And it leaves it nice and clean without being dry. Now, this is something that I would use like twice a day, so morning and night, and then also once a week I do like to go into my exfoliator, and this is just the one that I have from Philosophy as well. And this is their Microdermabrasion exfoliating facial wash. Now, this is just nice and gentle too. It doesn't do anything too harsh on my skin. It doesn't scrape the top layer of the skin off, and you do want to make sure that you don't get anything like those, but they do sell it in the drugstore where they have some beads of a fruit that will actually scratch your skin instead of exfoliate. So do be careful which ones you buy and which ones you use, so it doesn't actually break and create concerns for your skin. So do be careful about that. So once a week I will use a mask, and this is just the one that I picked up from Ahava. This is the Mineral Mud Mask. Now, this one has a little bit of exfoliating in it, and the reason why I like it, and one of the ways to be able to tell if it's a really good mask, is when you just put it on, if it tingles. Now, if it does tingle, it's not that you are allergic, it's not that it's bad for you, it is because it's sucking everything out of your pores. And so when you take it off, your pores will be nice and clean and your skin will be baby soft. So this is something that you want to do once a week. You can use this twice a week as well. It doesn't hurt, but it's normally recommended once to twice depending on your skin concern or just what you do feel like your skin needs. I sometimes can use this one and then alternate with another matte mask that's a little softer, that's a little more gentle, just because if there is, normally when I do feel like a little bumpy on my skin, I will use one of the masks, and I feel like it really helps to make it nice and smooth the next day. You do see a huge difference, and always you want to moisturize, and even if you do have oily skin, you still want to moisturize, because if you don't, your skin tries to work twice as hard to create the oils to be able to moisturize your skin. So don't forget to moisturize your skin. And at the moment, if you guys have seen my first skincare routine, you know that this is one of my favorite moisturizers at the moment, and I had to pick one other up because I loved it so much. And I always start out with some type of facial oil, and I'm almost running out, but this is my Collagen facial oil. Now, the reason why I like using an oil and then the moisturizer is because any type of oils will go deeper into your skin, and it will moisturize going deeper into the layers of your skin, and then the moisturizer, it absorbs, but it sits a little bit at the top of your skin. So it all goes deeper, but the oil, because it is so much thinner, it moisturizes on a deeper level. So this is just one of my favorite ways to take care of my skin and the way I love how it feels. And a lot of times I feel like if I just use a regular moisturizer, my skin might be like tingly a little bit. So I feel like this way it really helps for my skin to be a lot more healthier and not tangle at the end. So don't forget to take care of your skin, you guys. Oh, little baby. I gotta show you guys. Look at how cute you are. Look at this little cutie. Little babe. Look at the camera. Look at this little fluff ball. He's so cute. So thank you guys for watching and just seeing what I recommend. Don't forget to leave it in the comments below if you guys have any other recommendations for troubled skin or any other thoughts if you guys would like me to do an updated skincare routine for you. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!